Hello, good morning. This is your daily outlook for Thursday, the 29th of December. The euro sharply dropped yesterday with markets in a risk-off mood in poor year-end liquidity. Italian bond auctions were successful yesterday. Investors are now waiting to see the result of today's auction of a sale of up to €8.5 billion of Italian bonds. Versus the greenback, the single currency broke below the 129 level, falling to nearly a one-year low at 128.87 from 130.79. Against the Japanese yen, the single currency hit a 10-year low as selling from Japanese retail investors and exporters weighed on the euro in a low liquid year-end market. The US dollar rose in thin post-Christmas trading. Versus the Japanese yen, the greenback traded as high as 78.03 from 77.56, and today the pair surrendered some of its gains to traders low as 77.67. Economic data disappointed investors after the Swiss KOF indicator fell to 0.01, much lower than expectations, adding fears that the economy in Switzerland is deteriorating. Versus the Swiss franc, the greenback jumped as high as 0.9452 from 0.9320. Focus now turns to the initial jobless claims, purchasing managers index and pending home sales expected later today. The Australian dollar slid to a one-week low versus the greenback at 100.44 from 102.02. The Aussie, which followed the decline in the euro, remains vulnerable in thin year-end conditions ahead of today's Italian bond auction. Looking at commodities, we saw oil prices fall to $98.81 yesterday a barrel after a surge above $100 a barrel on concerns about possible supply disruptions due to rising Middle East tensions. Gold dipped to $1,543.60 an ounce from $1,592.90, and silver edged lower to $26.71 an ounce from $28.77. Now let's take a look at what the currencies are doing this morning. The euro-dollar pivot point is at 130.15 with a preference to enter into short positions at 130.15. The dollar-yen pivot point is at 78 with a preference to enter into short positions at 78. The Aussie-dollar pivot point is at 101.35 with a preference to enter into short positions at 101.35. The sterling-dollar pivot point is at 155.45 with a preference to enter into short positions at 155.45. And the dollar-CAD pivot point is at 102 with a preference to enter into long positions at 102. And looking at commodities, the oil pivot point is at 165 with a preference to enter into short positions at 165. The gold pivot point is at 1583 with a preference to enter into short positions at 1583. And the silver pivot point is at 2840 with a preference to enter into short positions at 2840. And of course, for up-to-date information, please visit us at easy-forex.com. On the calendar, the market movers are the US initial jobless claims forecast to rise to 375,000, US purchasing managers index in December forecast to fall to 61, and US pending home sales in November forecast to gain 0.2%. Now on to equities, which were all negative. In Europe, the FTSE was down 0.10%, the DAX was down 2.01%, and the CAC was down 1.03%. In the US, the SP 500 was down 1.25%, and the Dow was down 1.14%. In Asia at the time of writing, the Nikkei was down 0.29% and the Hang Seng was down 0.62%. This has been your Daily Outlook. I'm Emma Andrew from the Easy Forex Dealing Room. Have a good day.
Not only have you found a great place for Forex news, you found a great place to trade it. Registration is easy. Just click Join Now. Membership has its unique benefits, such as the freeze rate, the trade simulator, the inside viewer, and personal dealers. Your personal account manager waiting for you now.